Hey there everybody, this just arrived in the mail today. Okay, I got the box open and this is what's inside. This came from Whiskey River Art and Trading. Oh boy. Additional parts inside, huh? It must be the sheath, the mask. Oh, that's some nice thick leather. And we got a, looks like a council tool booklet. I think we all know what this is. It's the story of council tool. Oh, look at that. Look at that grain on that handle there. Looks pretty decent. It's not perfect. It runs a little bit sideways, and I do see some runoff on it. But these are, I think they're made in America, hickory handles. So, should be pretty decent. It says Woodcraft by Council Tool. I thought for sure these were going to be stamped Camp Carver, because that was the name of them. But I don't see it on there anywhere. The first thing I notice is that it's a nice thin handle. A little bit of an oval shape. And it fits in your hand quite well. Let's get this cellophane wrap off here and got that cut open. Okay, there it is. Look at those rainbows from the temper on that steel. This is just a rubber blade protector here. Pop that off. And there is that Scandinavian-Grind that these axes and hatchets are known for. Looks like it's got a little oil on it. There's a couple little black spots from the rubber that it was housed in. Okay, let's look at the top. Oh, very nice. It's got a nice thin blade on it there. It's got like that little almost like arrowhead tip where the Scandinavian-Grind is. It's a nice bearded axe, so you can choke up on it, get in there for fine carving. It's got a wood wedge and a metal circular wedge. It has a hardened, tempered pole on it here so that you can hammer whatever you need to hammer without mushrooming out the eye of the axe here. It looks like mine is fitted quite nice. I don't see any gaps in there at all. Like, it is tight. Like, this axe was fitted expertly. And it has a 90-degree spine on it, so you can throw sparks from a ferro rod. So that's nice. And it reminds me of my Woodcraft pickaxe that I have purchased from Council Tool in the past, which is probably my favorite axe. Well, you're looking at just over 16 inches. And the head of it is just about 6.5 inches. And the blade is 4 inches. Okay, let's try this sheath on it, this mask, and see how well it fits. Okay, buckles right on there. It's nice and snug. There's not much wiggle room with this. Very nice. Yeah, I really like that they hardened this pole on the back so that you can use it for hammering. I never liked the idea that axes and hatchets, like the eye, could open up there if you hammered with the back of them, because it just seems like they always have the back on them, and it would be so useful if you could hammer with it. And with these, you finally can. So that's a very good thing. I'm just looking it over, seeing how straight and how beautiful it is. It's just very, very sharp looking. The handle needs to be finished with some like boiled linseed oil because it looks like it's in its raw, natural state, which is quite nice. But I want to compare it to my Council Tool Woodcraft pack axe, which I believe is 19 inches. And here it is. I have some Ranger band on it for grip, but you can see it doesn't look tremendously different. Little more sweep to the handle of this one, a couple extra inches. This definitely has more weight because the head is larger. But look at that beauty. I've used this several times. I never got out as much as I would have liked to. But it has a Scandinavian-Grind, just like the Camp Carver has. And I believe you can hammer with the pole of this one also. The only difference is it's not shaped quite as hammer-like as the new Camp Carvers are. But very nice. I believe these were designed from a boy's axe, Council Tool boy's axe, by Craig Roost, who goes by the alias Rooster. And I think he came up with one heck of an axe. This thing is super nice. I always get a kick out of looking at that axe. It's such a good looking tool. But here is the new Camp Carver. It's got the more hammer shaped pole on it. It doesn't have some of the material thinned out like these ones do. It doesn't have the phantom bevels, as you can see, but it's light enough and thin enough that I'm sure you can get away with not having it on here. Looks like the cheeks go down pretty far. Gripping this wood really nice. And it looks like the wedges are done just right. Very nice. I do want to do a paper cutting test and see how sharp it is. Okay, here it is, straight out of the box. I haven't even wiped any oil off the blade or anything. Got a little piece of paper here. Let's see what it can do. You can see it's very sharp. Nice Scandi grind on that. Very sharp. All right, I'm gonna get some linseed oil on the handle here. I'm gonna oil the entire thing, and we'll take a look at it after I do that. Okay, I'm making some progress on it here. Just making it my own. And I got a couple coats of oil on it. I got a little piece of Ranger band up here. That gives you some good grip when you choke up on it. And the handle's a bit too skinny for Ranger band, but this swell down here at the bottom is nice and snug. So I put a piece on that. That way if you're swinging real hard, it'll just give you that little extra traction you need down at the bottom. Or you could put any kind of grip tape you wanted, if you even feel that you need something like that. I tend to like this on my hatchets and my axes, so it's cheap and it's easy. And I even like how it looks. It doesn't leave any sticky glue or any sticky residues at all. So, there she is, oiled up. Ranger bands on there, a little bit of customization on the handle. Has the nice thick leather mask. This is a nice looking little hatchet. I can't wait to get it outside and test this thing out. This is the Council Tool Woodcraft Series Camp Carver. Just released, made in America. It has an American hickory handle, decent grain orientation. It's got a hardened pole so that you can hammer with it, and it's got a Scandinavian-Grind, like a Swedish or Finnish knife would have. And then it has a fairly steep beard, so you can really choke up on it and get way up in there and use it almost like a carving knife, which is probably why they call it the Camp Carver. So, definitely something interesting there. Okay, and it is a 1.75 pound head, so almost a 2 pound head. 16 inches overall, and it's 5160 US made steel. I think that's a 25-degree grind on there too. Pretty certain of that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and this quick kind of tabletop review, and some of my fairly high speed customization on the handle there. I've got the sheath oiled up really nice, and that's softening it up a little bit right now. Now I'll just let this set for a little while, and maybe in a day or two I'll oil it again. But this is the Council Tool Woodcraft Camp Carver with the Scandinavian-Grind blade, hardened pole, 90-degree spine, 5160 steel made in the United States, an American hickory handle, a thick, very nice leather mask. I think it'll make an excellent backpack, even a built hatchet for out camping or doing bushcraft. Even tradesmen could use this. It's quite nice. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Joe Doomsday signing out.